Hi, my name is Jennifer Davis, and I'm the president and co-founder of a computer software company located in the Chicagoland area.
And I'm Dr. Mark Turner, and I have a sports and surgical rehab practice in Chicago. Our product is Injury Armored. We can decrease sports injuries and increase athletic performance. So my aha moment to bring this to fruition was through my collegiate and professional sports career. I played professional football, and I, as well as many of my teammates and opponents, suffered too many avoidable injuries. It bothered me then, and it bothered me upon retirement, so I've made this my life's work over the last 23 years to decrease injuries and increase sports performance, and I finally have accomplished that.
On July 26th of 2014, my life was dramatically changed in an accident that all of the professionals surrounding me told me I would never walk again without a limp and I would never run. When I met Mark, he assured me that that wouldn't happen, and indeed that didn't happen. So from my perspective, I really wanted to bring to the masses the genius and the ingenuity behind the ideas that he had.
So what Injury Armored means to me is going to be my life's work. So that was my goal when I retired from professional football, and I've got to that point now. So I've been able to look after my own family and friends and patients. And I would like to teach other people to be able to use the software to do the same thing and be life-changing.
Being the sixth of 9 kids growing up on a farm in rural Wisconsin, where I'm at today is dramatically different than where I started. My husband and I started our technology business when I was 17 years old, where most of my friends were still in high school and headed off to college. This is the vision that I had. As a part of that vision, it has come full circle and enveloped my sports careers and all of the other pieces that I've done. So for me, this is kind of bringing in my personal life and my professional life and bringing it together. I met Dr. Mark Turner when I personally suffered an injury and needed to go through the rehab process. And in learning about what he did and watching him operate, I realized that we had to find a way to bring this to the masses. And the only way we could do that was couple it with technology. Given my 27 years of experience in the technology market, with over 150 employees who build technology solutions for a living, I knew that we could accomplish that piece of it. Taking his ingenuity in the reduction of sports injuries and coupling it with our ability to create technology solutions, I knew together we could create something that would change the face of sports in the future. So today we come asking for $250,000 for 25% of the ownership of the product. The $250,000 will be used to implement our go-to-market strategy. In looking at the market, there's approximately 37,000 high schools, over 4,000 colleges, and over 150 professional teams that could all benefit from the advantages of Injury Armored.
So Injury Armored is a software that standardized and consolidated the injury risk market, similar to that of FICO with credit risk. It's never been done before. So we can give a score and recommendations that everyone can communicate in the same language to understand what the risk may be and how they can be mitigated.
So think about from the perspective of athletes, their parents, their coaches, their trainers. Everyone is speaking the same language. Everyone is able to understand and communicate about injury risk all in the same language.
What makes Injury Armored unique is that it is patented and it is sport specific and position specific. There's no product like that on the market. It is efficient and it's objective, so that it takes the subjectivity out of the injury risk assessment. In the current systems, if your shoulders are examined and they've shown to have a risk for injury, is it really the same for a soccer player as to a gymnast? No. If a gymnast is lacking shoulder flexion, they're going to be a lot more prone to developing low back pain and stress fractures, where a soccer player, it really doesn't matter. It matters, but it's not really increasing their risk of injury. And the same goes for many positions in many sports, that we can identify a true injury risk, not just the person has a risk of hurting their shoulders, but we can give them a true assessment depending on their sport and position. Can you imagine the amount of money that owners would save and man games lost? Universities would gain in wins and recruiting, and how much time and money and heartache parents and athletes would save with this product.
And in the words of the U.S. Patent Office, this product is so unique and so novel it needs to be brought to the masses, hence why we're here. Through the use of the resources in my software business, we have been able to successfully design, beta test, and prototype this product. We have completed this product using our design and development teams in India and in the United States. We have performed case studies in 2 high schools and 2 universities with a nominal reimbursement of fees to ensure that we have taken into account all of the aspects of this product. A critical element to this process was making sure that our go-to-market strategy, including selling the software as a service or a SaaS model, was the right way to bring it to market. Through those case studies and the reimbursement that we received, we have confirmed that that is indeed the case. This product is complete and ready to be brought to market.
So a brief description of how this product works in a university setting is that an athlete is brought through approximately 5 stations and 71 tests. And at the completion of that exam, a report is given not only to the athlete, but to the coach, to the trainer, and to the strength coach, that everybody speaks the same language of what was determined and what needs to be done to correct that athlete's deficits. Our plan, with the help of you Sharks, is to bring this to 5 universities in the first year, which would generate about $1 million.
We've spent about $350,000 in bringing this product to the point to which it is today. That includes all of our development costs, the cost of the patent, creating our website, and all of the components surrounding that. Currently, the company has no debt. All of it has been financed personally between the 2 of us. What this product means to me as the mother of 8 athletes and as an athlete myself is that future athletes won't go through what I went through in dealing with injuries as they go through their sports careers. I can look back on my own sports career and know since I was 13 years old, I could have avoided almost every injury that I had if I would have been injury armored at that point in time. To me, that could have dramatically changed my life, and I see how it can change the lives of athletes all around the country. Our biggest challenge in our business is that the people that are making decisions surrounding athletic performance and injury prevention are the same ones whose businesses are not conducive to that. So the people that are making the decisions are the athletic trainers, they are the sports med guys, they're the guys who benefit from the injuries.
From our perspective, the people that we need to get in front of are the owners of teams, the athletic directors, the parents, people that are directly negatively impacted from injury. So something interesting about myself is I fractured my neck as a sophomore in college and was able to return and play collegiate and professional, as well as, lots of other injuries. And I just really want to be able to impart what I've learned over the years so people don't have to go through avoidable injuries.
Throughout the last 27 years, I've coached at least 3 or 4 teams every single year. So I look at all of the athletes that I've been exposed to and all of the opportunities that we could create to create better and more proficient sports careers for each and every one of them.
This technology is so fantastic. We're going to standardize injury reduction.
This could change the business of sports. I also happen to love to do handstands and have done thousands of them in every crazy place around the world. So without further ado, here's one for you.
That's great.
Amazing.
That's great.